Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Tonight I'm going to pack and ship a comic book. Alright, so the comic book in question is Strange Academy #1, and this is an alternate cover. I believe it was a 1 in 25. It might have been a shop incentive version with artwork by Humberto Ramos. So we're going to go ahead and first document the condition that this comic is in. You see I've got it bagged and boarded, but we're going to go ahead and hit those corners. Let's get focused. All right, we'll go right along the spine here. Everything looks pretty good. I always keep my comics in really good condition, or at least I try to. And I wouldn't want to buy anything that's in bad condition, so I don't want to sell anything that's in bad condition. This customer, before he bought the comic, expressed concern over the condition. So I just want to make sure that everything is documented nice. And I want to take an extra care in sending this and make sure it's up to the standards that I would like to receive my comic in. There was concern about this corner here because in the original picture I used a different bag and board. Let me see if I got that. Yep, I used this bag and board, which if you can see, hopefully that will focus here in a second. See the corner see the corner is bent slightly. If you can see that. So the corner of the bag and board that I had the comic in was bent. Because for some reason I just had this older bag and board laying around, and I tossed the comic in that before I took the pictures and put them up on eBay. So he was questioning me about that, and I came back and sent new pictures of the comic without a bag and board. So you see that bottom right corner is just fine. And that brings us right back around to here. Strange Academy, by the way, is an excellent title. I really enjoyed it whenever it first came out. I bought the first issue and read it, and I liked it so much that I went back to the store and bought like another copy or two, and then all of a sudden I wanted like every cover that was available, and that's how I wound up with this one. But now, you know, money's short and times are hard, so I am selling some of my comics on eBay. Trying to get this to point down, and my gimbal seems locked. Oh wait, okay, there we go. So it already was pointing down as far as it wants to point down for me tonight. Yep. Okay, well anyway. So we're gonna slip this guy into a Gemini mailer. So we're going to slip this guy into a Gemini mailer, and I've got some extra bubble wrap and a piece of cardboard to go on top of it before I seal it all up. Okay, so we're just going to take this and put it straight into here. Put that there. Put that up. Here we go. Got a few things on my desk making this challenging, but not gonna affect the condition of the comic. So it's in here, and what we're going to do is take just four pieces of tape and put one at the top, the bottom, and each side. Just small pieces of tape. It will be enough to secure it, but it won't be enough. It won't be so much that the buyer will have trouble taking the comic out. I have had items that have been shipped to me with so much darn tape on it that I nearly tear up what I bought just trying to free it from its taped prison. Okay, there's the top and there's the bottom. And this is just going to keep it from banging up against the sides in transit. Sometimes the USPS is not the most careful people in the world. Lord love them, they do a great job, but I know they get overwhelmed, especially over here at my post office. Luckily, I think they're going to be getting a new one soon. Soon meaning probably 2 to 3 years. Anyway, so there's the comic. It is secured into the Gemini mailer, but now we're going to add that extra layer of protection. We're going to take this bubble wrapped piece of cardboard and just lay it right there. I'm not going to tape that in because it's not necessary. And we put the top flap down, got the bottom flap with the Gemini logo here. And that's just proof that this is a good mailer. Yeah, if you're mailing comics or receiving comics, hope for a Gemini mailer. They're just basically the top of the line. I'm going to take one more piece of tape here. This is just the Scotch tape, and put it right here to tape the top to the bottom. Again, real easy, nice and easy here. It's touching that bubble wrap. It's not touching the comic or the bagging board that the comic is in, just the bubble wrap. Got that flap, and we're going to do this flap. All right, I'm going to take one piece of Scotch tape to the side here just to hold it while I get my priority shipping tape, or it's clear mailing tape, not priority, sorry. I'm going to go along the edge here. Okay, almost wanting to be mean with me, but we don't allow that. Let me tilt the camera up just a tad. Okay, so yeah, we're going to tape it all down the edge, make sure that's nice and secure. There we go. Just taping it, or just fixing the tape at the ends there to go into the box a little bit, just where it's sticking out into the lip. Okay, so the box is secure. And this is a reused Gemini mailer because, you know, recycle, reuse, and all the other stuff. So this is almost ready to go. We're going to put the shipping label here. I use eBay to print out the shipping label, or the shipping UPC. Unfortunately, it's not a label. I'm going to have to tape it on. That's fine. Okay. I'm going to blur that, hopefully. I've never blurred anything before, so hopefully I can do that. Because you don't need to know where this is going, or where it's coming from, or the tracking number even. I don't think. So yeah, I'm putting a piece of tape down here at the bottom. Okay. And we're going to put a piece of tape right across the middle here to make sure that the address is covered. Whoa! And last but not least, we're gonna throw a piece of tape across the top. It's easy for you to see. Come on now. Oh, really? Okay, well, I have a pair of scissors. Perfect. So I'm going to get that last piece of tape fixed down. Make sure everything is nice and smooth. Yeah, I do want to smooth the tape as much as possible to make sure that nothing is going to catch on any of the USPS machinery. Because if it does, there's a slight possibility that the package could get damaged, or a possibility that the package could get lost altogether, and we don't want either of those to happen. So that's pretty much it. This guy is all packed up and ready to go. I'll be dropping it off at the post office in the morning, and Batman has witnessed the proceedings tonight. So you know everything must be pretty all right. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching me pack up a comic and talk about it for a while. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Jesus loves you. And if you are the buyer of this comic, thank you. I appreciate your business. Bye-bye.